I've talked before about having a neck ablation, which is when they put a needle right between your spinal column and they burn off nerve endings so you're in less pain. I first did this last fall and I did not enjoy it, but it did work. I mean, when I thought, and I still honestly think it's under 50%, but you have to say 80% for Medicaid, so 80%. When I felt the relief and when the pain started coming back, I was like, oh, fuck me, now I have to do this again because I've always had very, very bad neck pain. This is literally the last thing they can do for you short of surgery, which, as you all know, Dr. Kyle Bra told me my whore mother should have fixed when I was a teenager because I have a time machine. Fuck him. Anyways, so I had the right one done about 2 weeks ago. And my grandma drove me last October. She's 83, but she vaguely knows the area. And she's driven my car a few times because they have speed cameras on the interstate. And fuck that shit. But, they're very uptight about it. So I'm like, just take my car. I ignore all of this. I don't give a shit. Anyways, coming back, that was scarier than the ablation. Grandma's just gotten old, as she said. So, okay, grandma can't drive me. Now, if you know what I'm talking about here, wink, wink, when they give you mild drugs, this is 2 milligrams of lorazepam, which even the nurse says, doesn't do much. And I quite agreed. I mean, I still felt everything. I did not enjoy it. Traditionally, you are put under for this, but this clinic is poor and takes Medicaid. So guess what they are not licensed to do? I asked the doctor this last time. I said, at your clinic, because he comes in, this is how rural this is. I said, in Dubuque, in your clinic, do you put people under? And he said, most of the time. I said, do you take Medicaid? And he said, sometimes. I said, okay, I'm going to look into that because fuck this shit. So this was my first on the left neck ablation done without that little 2 milligrams of lorazepam. I took my methocarbamol. I took tenazidine, which started making me groggy, which is fun when you're driving. And I took my tramadol. And I prayed for the best. It was so bad before, but holy fuck, it's 50% worse with nothing. When they first stick it in, they put some lidocaine up in there. You can feel everything. Oh, it's horrific. I mean, I was scratching that table. I was screaming every obscenity I've ever known. It was bad. For comparison, when I've had this done now 3 times with lorazepam, I might grip on a particularly bad one or say fuck, but not just constant swearing and gripping. It was so bad. And I frankly think it should be illegal to do without putting people under. I'm glad I have access to it since it works. But holy fuck, this is not something you should be doing on people who are not lightly drugged. Like, holy Christ. In fact, when the nurse asked me how I felt, and they've been with me all these times, I said, I want to murder people. Like, I'm not usually an angry person. My whore mother always painted me that way because I was fat and it was easy for her to excuse her abuse, but she made me terrified to be angry. So still feeling anger is kind of scary, even though I'm 30 goddamn 7. Then the next words on my mouth, I completely forgot this existed. So I'm going to send that bitch a box of glitter and dicks. Oh, I had to find her new address, but it was worth it. I felt so much better. Yeah, childish. Yeah, it's a waste of money. I don't fucking care. It makes me happy. And I'm just going to deny if my sisters ask me, but I don't know her address. Anyways, yeah, it was horrific. By the time I got home, I've learned now that if I take tenazidine, I got about 2 hours in me before full grogginess and sleepiness hits. And by 4 hours, I become where I can't balance myself. It's like my inner ear is off. I came down those stairs and it's a miracle I didn't hurt myself. And my grandma said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "I really didn't know this was happening till I was doing it." So that was a fun night. I did not enjoy at all. And you may remember I said I had a dream about bitching to the gods on tenazidine, because I don't take it often. This is like really just a mild, you take when you're in real pain. Like, this isn't an everyday one. And thankfully so far those have not hit, because that was a very fucking intense dream. And I remember it vividly, but nothing important last night came through dreamland, so here's for today. In fact, now today, this is hurting the average amount, but I really don't want to take the tenazidine until I go to bed so I don't fall over, because that's just embarrassing, okay?